How to stop procrastinating. Do you always tend to do things later? You know you're procrastinating and you wanted to change, but you don't know where to start. Worry no more, because today I'm going to tell you how to stop procrastinating in 10 easy ways. Welcome to Life Hack Lion, the channel that roars the secrets of life. Make sure to watch this video till the end because number 1 really helped me a lot to break the habit. Number 10. Set your goals. Here, you should make sure that your goals are as clear as possible. You should know that you're more likely to procrastinate when it comes to vague goals compared to goals that are clearly defined. When setting your goals, you also want to make sure that those goals are achievable and meaningful. Your goal is achievable if it is realistic enough that you can actually accomplish them. It is meaningful if it is substantial enough that it leads you to make notable progress. If you think this is so helpful, I'm pretty sure number 1 is going to finally break your procrastination. Number 9. Identify the problem. It's important to understand the exact nature of the problem that you're dealing with. The main reason why this happens is that people wrongly assume that procrastination is just about willpower, while also wrongly believing that next time you'll be able to exert more willpower and change their behavior, despite the evidence to the contrary. However, by taking the time to identify the nature of your procrastination problem, you can then figure out a valid way to deal with it, instead of just hoping that things will be different in the future. Number 8. Prioritize tasks. Prioritizing your tasks can help you figure out which tasks you need to work on and when you need to work on them. This will ensure that you don't end up procrastinating by wasting time on trivial tasks while neglecting important ones. This will also help you avoid situations where you feel overwhelmed because you're not sure where to start or which tasks you should be working on. Number 7. Identify your productivity cycles. Different people have different cycles of productivity, which means that different people are productive during different times of the day. For example, some people might work better in the morning while others might be more productive at night. A good way to reduce your tendency to procrastinate is to identify your peak times, which are the times of the day when you're most productive, and then plan your schedule so that most of the work is scheduled for those periods. Also, you might want to identify your slump times, which are the times of the day when you're least productive. Then, schedule your breaks or most simple tasks during those periods. Number 6. Establish a routine. Establishing a consistent daily, weekly, and monthly routine can help get you to avoid procrastinating. For example, you can set up a routine of doing creative work early in the morning before checking emails or social media. In this way, you can ensure that you start your day being productive and allow you to complete your most important tasks while you still have a clear head. Take note, the routine that you establish should always take your daily productivity cycles into account because different people have different routines. Did you take note of all that? Well, you should, because I'm adding 5 more effective ways to help you stop procrastinating. I'm sure number 1 is going to break the habit. Number 5. Set deadlines for yourself. Deadlines serve as a commitment device to help you plan your schedule and motivate yourself. When setting deadlines for yourself, make sure that they are concrete and meaningful. Concrete deadlines would give you enough time to get your work done without causing you to feel stressed, and they are meaningful only if you actually abide by them. So your deadline should be set up in a way that encourages you to follow through on them and not encourage you to wait until the last possible minute to get started on your work. Number 4. Pomodoro Technique. It is a time management technique that when you use a timer to organize your workflow. The Pomodoro Technique entails working on your tasks for a set amount of time. Say, for example, 25 minutes, and then taking a short break for 5 minutes before starting to work again. You can modify this technique and similar ones to fit your personal preferences. There is no single method that works perfectly for everyone, so you should try out different techniques until you find the one that works for you. If you're not so sure which one to start with, simply go with the Pomodoro Technique and modify it to suit your needs as you go along. Number 3, use a to-do list. This would help you break down your goals into actionable tasks. It allows you to organize your tasks, prioritize them, and then schedule them optimally. Using a to-do list would help you focus only on specific tasks that you need to be thinking of at the moment, while allowing you to track your progress and figure out what works for you and what doesn't. It also gives you extra motivation to work on your tasks because it makes you want to be able to cross those tasks off your list. Number 2, commit to having no 0 days. A 0 day is a day on which you make absolutely no progress toward any of your goals. You can commit to having no more 0 days by deciding that you will not end your day until you manage to take at least a single step towards reaching one of your goals, even if it's just a minor one. If you have several goals in mind, you can even take this approach further and commit to making a single step on each of your goals every day. This approach can provide you with a strong motivational boost and encourage you to make continuous progress towards your goals. And last but not the least, number 1, here's what you've all been waiting for. Reward yourself for your accomplishments. People often procrastinate because important tasks that are rewarding for them in the long term are less appealing than less beneficial behaviors that you feel more rewarding in the short term. As such, you can reduce the likelihood that you will procrastinate by associating rewards that are pleasant in the short term with actions that are good for you in the long term. Note that you can reward yourself either for getting started on a task, for completing it, or for working on it in general. Rewards should be given for behaviors that are meaningful enough that they allow you to make progress, but that are also accessible enough that they will motivate you in the short term. Have you tried any of these ways? Share your experience with us in the comment section below. If you want to learn more about breaking your bad habits, check out our video on how to stop thumb sucking. And if you find this video interesting, we'd love you to support us for more life hacks and interesting facts.